What's the time? 6:05. I can eat these oranges, I think, and then I better go for a run. What's that smell? That's my fragrances. That's CK1 Shock I can smell. Bentley for Men. Oh, is it Bentley for Men Absolute? Right, I reckon that's Spongebob. I reckon he's going spraying my sprays. Let's go find out. At Spongebob, I could smell it downstairs when I was having breakfast. I could smell like CK1 Shop, I could smell Red Rodeo, I could smell Nasamato Bronda. Look, I don't mind the cheap ones. You can use a cheap one every so often, but don't start using my expensive ones. You use Terre d'Hermes. That's my signature scent. Look, please just leave that one, honestly. Look, don't lie to me. I know you use those other ones. I can smell it. I can still smell them now. It's getting stronger. It smells like it's coming from my window. Maybe you weren't lying. Right, let's see. Wow. That is super strong. But it smells like sort of my fragrances outside, but like a bit of one fragrance and a bit of another one. It's really weird. I think we need to go find out. Right, Spongebob, I need you to guard the fort. Remember, the Bentley burglar is actually real. Do not spray any of my fragrances though, and do not fall asleep, because if he's playing another game with us, I need you to be on it and I need you to let me know as fast as I can. I'll be fine. I've got my compass. I'll follow the scent. Hopefully I won't be too long, okay? You got that? Good. Let's do this. I'm getting this really strong smell of Bentley for Men Absolute. It smells like wood shavings. This is the right way, I guess. I need to keep going this way. Oh, it's coming from this pencil. Yeah, this pencil smells like Bentley for Men Absolute, which is weird because it's literally going past the old school I used to go to. This is my old secondary school and my old primary school, just in front of me there. So yeah, I've got some memories from these ones. I remember, so if I start at primary school, I can tell you a funny story. So I'm quite a nerdy person, I have to say. I used to be quite well behaved, but in the early days I wasn't. And I'll tell you a story. So this is my rebel days at school. I remember I had a birthday party at Bouncy Castle, and yeah, I was on this field here, and basically after the party, my nan said, oh, one of the boys called Sam was very rude, and yeah, wasn't very nice to her and said some nasty things, and it made me really upset. So when I saw him at school the next day, egged on by my brother, yeah, I got a little bit physical, which is not like me. We're talking when I was like 5 years old here, by the way. It was my 5th birthday party. And yeah, put it this way, I ended up in the head teacher's office for the rest of the day, and Mum had to come pick me up. So who can believe it? One sort of competitive fight I've been in and a winner. But then the school behind me over there, that was my secondary school, and obviously at this stage I've turned from being this really naughty boy at primary to this very shy boy in secondary and late primary. And yeah, probably one of my favourite funny memories from that school was when I got locked in the toilet. One of the boys in one of the older years managed to have a master key, and yeah, I missed the whole IT lesson. And I always just remember that embarrassing moment of having to tell my teacher, sorry I was late. Someone locked me in the toilet and the whole class just laughed at me. So yeah, two very different experiences at primary and secondary, but yeah, it's funny going back by them. It does bring back some old memories, and obviously this Bentley for Men Absolute smelling pencil has certainly jogged those memories as well. I'm getting another smell now. Oh, what's that? Smells like Red Rodeo from Zara. Right, let's go follow it. Let's go find out where that's coming from. Look what I've just found on this bench. World's greatest footballer. That's definitely me. Yeah, that's where the smell's coming from. That's definitely Zara Red Road I'm smelling. It smells like lovely strawberry. And I have to say, I'm currently at a field, which you'll see here, where I used to play football. So I used to do all my football training and stuff here on a Saturday, and then the match would be on a Sunday. And some memories from this field. So I remember once, or what I used to do on a Saturday, is I used to basically do football training. I always wanted to get back. It used to finish at 10:30, so I could watch the rest of WWE SmackDown, because it was always on a Saturday morning on Sky. And yeah, I was just desperate to get home. And the one thing I used to do, or my mum used to, we used to go to the shop over the road. Two things I always used to buy: minstrels, because they never melted. And does anyone remember those strawberry fruit winders? I wonder if that's why the strawberries brought me here today. I used to love those fruit winders. They were so long and they had like a little cartoon strip on them. Oh, they were delicious. I haven't had one for years. But yeah, I had so many memories here. I remember scoring in my last game on this field, actually. On this pitch right here. I was the penalty taker for the team. And yeah, because basically everyone in training used to love taking penalties. But when it came to a match, nobody ever wanted to take them, because basically they were too scared that they were going to miss. And yeah, I remember it was the worst penalty in the world. Honestly, it couldn't have been a worse penalty. But yeah, in this goal here, I remember scoring. So yeah, the goalkeeper it went straight through his legs. It was terrible, honestly. But yeah, that was a memory of that. And yeah, there were so many more, to be honest with you. Let's go run by it. I remember missing one in the last minute as well, full of tears, running straight to my mum, crying, and all the other team were laughing at me because it was a very physical game. So yeah, got plenty of memories on this field. I've certainly done my exercise on this in the past. The amount of times games were called off because of the weather. But yeah, I wasn't very good at football, but yeah, definitely not the greatest footballer, that's for sure. But kept me fit, kept me active. And now I'm a full-time runner instead. Oh, I'm getting another smell now. Strawberry's gone. I'm getting like this amber, cinnamon, vanilla sort of smell. A bit soapy. I recognise it, but what is that smell? I better follow it. Well, I've worked out what that smell is. It's Calvin Klein's Obsession. It's coming from this pad. I think it's one of Spongebob's cricket pads. And I'm just going past this old tennis club where I used to play cricket. So essentially, and it was an obsession of mine, I went round a friend's house once. We used to play PlayStation 2 the whole time. And the game I used to play was Cricket 2005. Now, we used to go shopping in the town, me and my mum. And I said, I really want that game. But my mum said to me, you don't like cricket. So the mission was, if I wanted to get this cricket game that I was obsessed with, as I say, it was an obsession, which is why I think this smells like Calvin Klein Obsession. Essentially, I had to start taking up cricket. And I did, and I played there in order to get the game. And the funny thing was, because I was quite small, the first game I played on that field was an under-10s game. I was 12. And they basically said, keep quiet, don't say anything, and nobody already noticed. And what you used to do is you used to play 2 overs batting with your teammate. In those 2 overs for 12 balls, I got 24 runs and I got a wicket. I was the best player on the day. They never questioned my age though, but essentially, in my first game on that field, yeah, I sort of probably cheated a little bit, but we won the game and it gave me a great start into cricket. I did get the game eventually, but on that field as well I've seen Sussex play. There was a famous England cricketer, or quite famous, but Matt Pryor and Michael Yardley. So Michael Yardley played for England, played for Sussex, got his autograph, got him to sign my bat. A few years later, he was on my university course, and I remember he was introducing himself, my name's Michael, I'm like, I know who you are, you signed my cricket bat years ago. So it's funny, isn't it, how things sort of happen and what, but for me, I literally started cricket because I was obsessed with a game I first played around my friend's house. And funny thing is, a week ago, as you would have seen, I sold some games. Cricket 2005, I sold it to buy fragrances. It's very fitting with this one. Getting another smell now. What's that smell? Smells like a sort of boozy caramel whiskey. Let's go find out where that's coming from. I've just found this. It's a dart flight. It says on it, cool under pressure. And the smell I'm getting, I can tell now what that boozy whiskey smell is. It's Nasamato Bronda, my favourite. And it's very fitting because I'm going past this pub here. And it's called the Waterloo Inn. And that is where, when I was 14, I won my first ever game of darts. I literally, though, was not cool under pressure at all that day. Obviously, at the time, I wasn't allowed to really play in the pubs. My mum and dad didn't want me to because of the sort of rule around smoking indoors. And then when that got banned, I was allowed to play. And yeah, I just remember I'd lost about 2 or 3 games in a row. Too nervous. And yeah, that was the game. I missed so many darts to win it. And thankfully, my opponent, who was called Dave, he missed absolutely loads as well. And eventually my dad was like, come on. And I hit double 2, and I remember him just sort of running out the pub very happy for me, and I just had to get out after and get some fresh air. After that, I went on to go and win about 5 or 6 games in a row, and the performances just improved. But the funny thing was, of course, when I was at that age, and something in darts, which you have as etiquette, is you buy a drink for your opponent if you lose. Now, of course, I was too young to buy alcohol for them, and nobody wants to, like, make a kid buy them a drink or their parent. But of course, if I won, they always offered me a drink. So I used to get a load of free J2Os, orange and passion fruit J2Os on the night. So I was living the life as a kid, and yeah, that boozy whiskey smell certainly was prominent in the pubs. But Nasamato Bronda, I tell you what, if all pubs smell like that, I think you'd be pretty happy, to be honest with you. Oh, I'm getting another smell as well. This one smells like cherry tobacco. Right, let's follow this one, go find out where this is taking me. Oh, that cherry tobacco smell was literally right under my nose. It's one of those buffs that you wear around your neck to keep you warm. It's from the London Winter Walk that I did this January, raising money for charity. But where I'm running now, that sort of the smell I'm getting from that is definitely CK1 shot. And it certainly was a shot. You can see this wall here. This is where I used to do some local races. And the picture you would have just seen was me running with my mum, sprinting to get to the finish line of a junior race. And yeah, the other picture was me and my brother sort of at the start line as well. But yeah, my mum used to do the actual adult race, and I'd be here at this time, sprinting to the end to get to the end of the seafront where the finish line was. But I've also done the adult race as well, and this is where I think the shock from CK1 shots maybe brought me to this place. Because I did the race in about 2015, I was about 17, 18. And I'll be honest with you, I thought I ran pretty well, I ran pretty quick. I did 10k, 37 minutes. And my mum said, oh yeah, you were nowhere near the front though, you know, there's a lot of really fast runners. So I kind of left thinking, no, it's not, you know, not too bad, I'm happy with my time. Got a text message later on in the day from the event saying you came 10th out of over like 2,000 runners. So, you know, it was certainly a bit of a shock. And I was very chuffed. It shows, you know, I really got into my run. I did get quite quick in my time. My PB for 10k, like 6 miles, is 36 minutes, so it's not too bad. But if you told little Harry that was running with my mum there that you'd run a 62-mile ultra marathon and do 2 fundraising challenges this year, raising over £1,500 for charity, I wouldn't have believed you. But I'm super proud of that, and yeah, it's certainly a shock to come 10th that day in 2015. Still got the medal somewhere to show for it. Oh, I think I need to turn around. It smells like sponges. I don't have a fragrance or know a fragrance that smells like sponges. Maybe it's Spongebob. We better get back and find out. It might be the Bentley burglar. Back home, I can still smell the sponge smell, but I can't see Spongebob. Spongebob? You in here? He's fallen asleep on my bed under my favourite hoodie. Meant to be looking after the fort here because the Bentley burglar could have turned up. I have to wake him up. What are you doing? That you were meant to be. The Bentley burglar could have turned up, and you just chose to fall asleep. You thought the coast was clear. I don't think I can trust you anymore. We're meant to be like best pals. You're meant to be looking after me. Anyway, don't worry because I've had a very, very fun morning. Those smells took me down memory lane. So I've been past my old school. I've been past where I used to play football, where I used to play cricket, where I used to play darts, where I used to do like running races, all those sorts of things. And it was all the fragrances that I really like Baronda, Red Rodeo, Bentley for Men Absolute. It was amazing and it brought me back here. So don't worry, sometimes scents can be a good thing, can't they? Sometimes scents can bring back good memories. Oh, what's that smell? It smells like rotten eggs. Oh, what fragrance is that? That was you. Maybe sometimes smells aren't always a good thing. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.